Hello and welcome. Today we have a true visionary with us, a man who has fundamentally changed India's business and digital landscape. He's a leader, a pioneer, and driving force behind some of the country's most groundbreaking innovations. Please join me in welcoming the chairman and managing director of Reliance Industries, Mr. Mukesh Ambani.
Welcome to the Deep Dive, your quick way to get up to speed. Today, we're jumping into the story of Mukesh Ambani, a really key figure in shaping modern India's business world. Our aim here is to unpack his journey, the vision, but also the struggle, the big ventures that didn't just build an empire, but kind of mirrored India's own economic story after liberalization. We'll pull the key bits from the sources we've looked at, connecting his success to what was happening in India.
It really is a fascinating story. Ambition, but also, national impact. His background, well, it was surprisingly humble. Born in Yemen, 1957, his father, Dhirubhai Ambani, was just a small trader starting out.
Right, and even when they moved back to Mumbai, things weren't exactly luxurious, living in a chawl, just 2 rooms, using public transport, no pocket money. How did that kind of start influence him, especially those early unconventional choices?
Oh, hugely. It definitely instilled that sense of hard work, perseverance. You see it in that big early decision he made. Dropping out of his Stanford MBA, that was 1981.
To join Reliance, right?
Exactly. His father basically said, look, real-world experience, that beats the classroom. So it set Mukesh on this very hands-on, kind of different path.
And you saw that hands-on approach almost immediately.
Yeah.
He was only 24 when he led the Padalganga PFY plant project, finished it in, 15 to 18 months? DuPont thought it would take 27.
Incredible speed and resilience, too. Remember that flood in '89? Devastating.
Oh, yeah.
He got 6,000 people mobilized, rebuilt the plant in just 1 month. That's serious leadership.
It really is. More than just business, it feels like nation building almost.
That's a good way to put it. These weren't just factories. They were strategic moves to make India more self-reliant. Like the Jamnagar refinery in the late 90s, he drove that project.
Which became the world's largest grassroots refinery, eventually.
The refining hub of the world, they called it. Huge capacity, 1.24 million barrels a day.
That's immense scale.
It fit his philosophy, you see. Tackle India's most immediate developmental need, but do it at scale. It cut down import dependence significantly.
But his leadership was really tested, wasn't it? After his father died in 2002 without a will, that led to the sources call it a fierce battle with his brother Anil.
It was a very difficult, very public time for the family, a real struggle for control.
How did that get resolved? Because Mukesh later called it a win-win end.
Well, their mother, Kokilabhan Ambani, she stepped in. She mediated a division in 2005. Mukesh got control of RIL's main businesses, oil, petrochemicals, the stable stuff.
So that gave him the foundation, the cash flow.
Exactly. It provided that crucial stability he needed for the really ambitious ventures that came next. So yes, a painful family chapter, but it kind of focused his path forward.
Which takes us to Jio, Reliance Jio. Probably his biggest bet ever.
Oh, definitely. Launched in 2016, a staggering $25 billion investment. He himself called it his biggest risk ever. A calculated liability, I think was the phrase.
What was the driving idea behind such a huge gamble?
The vision was to digitally empower India, to make digital life affordable for basically every Indian. And the strategy was pure disruption. That welcome offer, free calls, free data, free messaging.
That pulled in customers fast, didn't it?
Unbelievably fast. Over 100 million in just 6 months. It just completely rewrote the rules of the telecom market in India.
And the impact went way beyond telecom subscribers. It sparked a massive tariff war, right? And internet use just exploded from about 26% penetration in 2016 to over 60% by 2023.
Yeah, the sources are clear on this. India's digital story is basically pre-Jio and post-Jio now. It fundamentally changed how people live and work.
But he didn't just stop there, did he? Telecom wasn't the end game.
No, not at all. His philosophy seems to be about constant reinvestment. Every 3 to 5 years, something new, something big. Building, as he puts it, a 100-plus-year institution.
So diversification was key.
Absolutely. Expanding into retail reliance, retail is now the biggest organized player in India. And e-commerce with JioMart, using WhatsApp to connect local shops. It's all built on that Jio digital backbone, creating this integrated system.
And looking ahead, what's the focus now?
Green energy. He's moving aggressively into building what they're calling the world's largest green energy ecosystem. Solar, batteries, hydrogen. It's about future-proofing Reliance, sure, but also about contributing to India's energy transition.
And he's setting up for the future in terms of leadership, too.
Yes, the succession plan seems quite formalized. His children, Akash with Jio, Ishi with retail, and Anant with the new energy business, are all in key leadership roles, ensures continuity.
Beyond the business, there's also the philanthropic side. Reliance Foundation, led by his wife Nita Ambani.
Right. It's highlighted as India's largest corporate-funded foundation. They estimate impacting, 76 million lives? Across health, education, rural development, sports.
It seems to tie back to that idea he mentions, purpose over profit.
It does align with his stated belief that profit never been North Star, purpose has.
Yeah.
And that success isn't just wealth, but how many lives you impact.
So summing it up, from those tough early days, the family disputes, to literally reshaping India's industrial and then digital scenes. It's a story of relentless drive and a deep connection to India's progress. That principle he follows, what is good for India is good for Reliance, seems to have really guided the company's path alongside the nation's.
Which leaves us with a thought, perhaps. When you look at the sheer scale of his wealth, RIL's empire, how does this emphasis on purpose over profit, these huge bets on digitizing and greening India, how does that change our view of what huge corporations can or maybe should do in national development, especially thinking about a sustainable future?
And what signal does that send to the next generation of leaders coming up? Definitely something for you to chew on.